Once your bare root rose plants have been delivered and you're all ready for planting, you can move on to the next step, which is unpackaging and rehydrating. You need to gather together some basic equipment at this stage. If you're not ready to plant your roses straight away or the weather conditions are not favourable, don't panic. You need to make sure you're planting your roses when it's either the ground is not waterlogged or the ground is not frozen solid. And you have up to a week to remove them from their original packaging. If you can't plant them immediately, store the packet unopened in a cool, dry, dark place away from frost at an ambient temperature of around 6 degrees. Either a garage, a shed or a carport is absolutely ideal for these. So once the weather conditions are favourable, you can move on to the next step and start gathering together some basic equipment. You're obviously going to need your roses in their original unopened packaging. You're going to need a large bucket of water. Something like this bath is absolutely ideal to rehydrate the roots for something between 2 and 48 hours, making sure it has a good drink before it goes into the ground. You're also going to need some fully organic soil conditioner, some well-rotted garden compost, or maybe some well-rotted cow or horse manure, which is at least 2 years old. You're also going to need a watering can of water and some gloves, a spade and a fork. If possible, you're also going to need some root boost or some mycorrhizal fungi. This is a really helpful bacteria fungi in the soil, which adheres to the roots when wet and aids them in strong, healthy root growth during the autumn, winter and into the spring months, meaning your new rose, once planted, has everything it needs to get itself established and produce beautiful flowers next year. Once you're ready, you can move on to the next stage, which is unpackaging and rehydrating.